Moving to Ward 4, Alderman Amanda Scott and Rick Asvig. And Alderman Scott, we're going to begin with you. Your opening statement, 1 minute.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank the Family Heritage for recognizing the veterans, and that the month of May is Veterans. I happen to be a veteran of the United States Air Force, and I'm very, very proud of that. And on behalf of all the veterans, thank you. A little bit about myself. 52 years old, so I've been around the block or two. To let you know, I have a husband and 3 adult children, 2 sons and 1 daughter. My father was in the Air Force. I followed in his footsteps and went into the Air Force. My father, when he retired from the Air Force, he was originally from Platte, South Dakota, and he brought us back to Platte, South Dakota after retirement. Platte, South Dakota was here when he was on remote tours, and we were known as the here again, they're gone again girls, me and my 2 sisters. It was our home base whenever my father was away, and we had a lot of family support in Platte, South Dakota. But after my father retired, he realized that Platte, South Dakota, even though it's a small, very family-friendly community, did not have a lot of opportunities for 3 young girls that were getting ready to enter into the workforce, and he moved us all out here to Rapid City. That was in 1980. And so I recently moved back with my kids in 2000 and have been a resident of Ward 4 since 2000. I have the privilege of working for a family-owned corporation, and I manage 2 production facilities, and my time is up, and thank you.
Thank you. Moving to Rick. Rick Asvig, your opening statement, 1 minute.
My name is Rick Asvig, and I'd like to thank the Family Heritage Alliance for allowing me to be here tonight, and you folks for your time, because that's very important. I've been in business here since 2013. I'm not a politician, but I'm going to do what the people of my ward want me to do. Listen to them, help them, and protect them, and do everything in my power to do so. I'm highly involved in my community. I do a lot of community projects, helped with numerous parks. We're going to do another one. You know, I'm not very good at public speaking, but I hope to get better. With the help of the people in my ward and me helping them, because they're the one putting you there. I hope I can do the right thing. All I ask is for their vote. Thank you.
And then moving to question number 1, Alderman Scott, what is the basis of your moral compass, and how will that influence what you decide is best for Rapid City?
Thank you for the question. My calling at this point from the Lord our Father and Jesus Christ is to be a public servant. When I was a child, I always thought my calling would be to witness for God our Father and Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ has been in my heart since I was 5 years old. My father was serving over in Germany. My mother was raised a Protestant. My father a Roman Catholic. My mother had to take a pledge that she would raise her girls, or any children she had, Roman Catholic. My mother was scared. She was in a foreign country. We were not attending religious services. I entered into the school district over there and started hearing about this thing that people did as a family on Sundays. I went home and I asked my mom, how come we don't go to church? Mom said, well, Dad goes to one church, I go to another church, and they're not the same. And I said, can we pick one and go? And my mom said, we can try. And my mother is a kind soul, and she is an expert at raising individuals who can stand on their own 2 feet, because I got news for you, me and my 2 sisters are 3 totally different people. My mother made the commitment, and until she was converted over and was baptized in the Roman Catholic Church for over 10 years, she took us to both different services in alternated weeks. Thank you.
That red screen pops up quicker than you think. It happens when you're up here talking, I understand. Rick, same question. Basis of your moral compass.
My moral compass, first off, is to God and to help the citizens of my ward. I went door to door. I've been going door to door, and it's very, very interesting. because there's so many people in my ward and other wards around town that need so much help. It's unbelievable. We need to pull together and come together as a community stronger to help these people that don't have the means. My ward has so many people that are on fixed incomes, you know, elderly, younger people that aren't making much money. You know, folks, we got to step up and we got to say, let's get together and help these people. You know, there's other people doing well in our ward as well, and then a lot of those are the people that are helping. So, with that said, I'd like to thank you.
And question number 2, beginning with Alderman Scott. Your question is, identify 3 leadership qualities that the City Council needs at this moment, and how do you exemplify them?
Thank you, and first of all, I'd like to apologize if I run over, and I'll be looking for your cue again because I am addressing my answers to the audience and I'm really not paying attention to that color screen, sorry. 3 leadership qualities that a City Council needs at this moment and how to exemplify them. 3 qualities are being able to take a look at any issue from multiple viewpoints. We have such a diverse citizenry throughout our city, but up in our ward, Ward 4, it is very, very diverse. There is a lot of different people from different walks of life that we all need to work in a neighborhood and help each other, but we have to also recognize that not all of us are in a position at any given time in our life to provide that help. Sometimes we're on the receiving end. And I do believe that you have to be able to have the second quality, and that is to be able to give of yourself. When you are in a position where you're not on the needing side of it, it's time to give back to the community, which is what I've always believed in. And the third quality that we need on City Council is the ability to not make rash decisions or knee-jerk decisions, and to be able to research and get the information and to make an informed decision, even if it takes a little bit more time. Thank you. Look, it didn't turn red.
You did good. You did good. Rick, question number 2 for you. What is the most important challenge facing the city and how would you address it? It's 2 minutes.
Where to begin? There's a lot of them. One of them, I would not be an advocate to raise any property taxes whatsoever. I would try to save the city about $103 million. We can get rid of Compass that in the last 30 months has spent $500,000 to find fat in the city budget and hasn't found so much as a single dime. They've been doing their job as auditing, and that's good. I don't know, there's a lot of issues out there. You know, we need to speed up our council meetings some. I heard that they were there till 11 o'clock the other night. And that's all right. I mean, when you have issues, it's not a matter of how fast you can get in and get out. It's what's right for the people. You know, step up and vote and say, tell everybody what you believe in and what's right for them. Ask them. Don't make your own decision. Don't have a personal agenda. Thank you.
And staying with you, closing statement. You have 1 minute, Rick.
I would ask that you vote for me on June 3rd. You can check out Facebook. I do a lot of stuff in the community. I was not going to run because I am not a politician, but I believe that no one should go unopposed because they just walk in. Sorry, Chad. Not to pick on you by any means, but you know, you have to stand up and be accountable. And that's what I am doing. My wife told me, and she's in the audience, she said, if you're going to complain and carry on and bitch and moan, excuse my language, you better be willing to step up and do something. Otherwise, you're just a bunch of noise. So with that said, I'd ask for your vote on June 3rd. I have literature back there you could pick up, and I ask for your support. Thank you very much.
And Alderman Scott, your closing statement, 1 minute.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank the citizens of Ward 4 for letting me represent them and bring their issues to the City Council. I was speaking to a person before this meeting started, and I said it's very, very important that an individual voice be heard, even if that individual voice is not carried as a resolution to the issue at hand. I do believe everybody deserves a voice so that we can all understand what influences or what effects are going to occur from the decisions we make. So thank you. And then also 2 years ago when I ran for the city office, I said that it was going to be a long-term commitment, 4 to 6 years. So I'm asking, and I would be honored if the citizens of Ward 4 would vote for me again and let me finish what I started 2 years ago with another 2 years. Thank you.